What up, YouTube? This is Steven, and welcome back to another photo analysis. This time I'll be analyzing the covers of Rina Katahira's single Kono Namida wo Shiranai, which translates to I don't know these tears. Alright, let's begin. Alright, so when I first look at these photos, I noticed that the quality of the photos are a little lacking, but that's not necessarily a bad thing for me personally. But I do notice the quality of the photo. It almost kind of looks like a Polaroid, minus the border, But okay, so this is the cover of the single, and I do like the view, the view of the outside. I like, the simple environment that she's in. I like the hardwood floors. I like, the little trees. However, I don't like how her body looks in this photo and how, basically, I don't like how she looked in the photo. And the reason is, like, the position of her body is really a little strange for me. It's just kind of all over the place. Like, her hair's a mess all over the place. Her limbs are all over the place. Her fingers are kind of like, over the plate, all over the place. And that's a shame because, like, a lot of things are working for her, working in her favor. But I don't know, Rina didn't bring it for me as much as she should have, you know. And I noticed that, this photo seems to work on more so simplicity than um, complexity. And I don't mind that at all. However, I think that her posing kind of threw everything off because it's a bit too complex and too complicated, and it has you looking, and it's like, I don't know, she didn't really utilize her body in the best way that she could have. And also, I don't get to see her face that well. The way that she positioned her face is kind of like it's not totally in the photo. Um, but I think everything else is working except for Rina, you know? And even the outfit that she's wearing, I don't really have an issue with it, even though, it's a bit, you know, a little like a combination of simple and low budget. But it works for me. I don't have it overall. I don't have an issue with the outfit. I think it works for this photo. But I think the thing is, like, her pose was too complicated for this photo because everything else is so simplistic, except for her pose. Her like her body language, her pose is really complex, really complicated, and I don't. That throws everything off for me. And I think this could have worked better if she had just, like, if she wanted to do a complicated pose, okay, but she should have worked it and done it better, in my opinion. Um, but it's not the worst photo in the world, but there's definitely room for improvement. All right, let's move on to the next photo. The next photo is a promotional photo for the single. And again, like, I really like the view. I like that. I like that they included the view in this photo. And for me, this photo is kind of like, kind of low budgety, kind of like really simplistic, low budget. This probably took place in her apartment for all we know. But I don't really have an issue with that, because oftentimes you don't need all the bells, the whistles, the special effects, all that stuff to get a good photo. Sometimes you just need, the simple things. And here, You know, it's more simplistic, you know, and I like that we get to see her body much better in this photo. You know, it's probably could be a little better, but it's a vast improvement from the previous photo. I like that we get to see her face better this time around. I like that her hair looks better this time around. Um, and also the lighting looks better this time around too. I can kind of tell that, I don't know, this photo doesn't seem like it was really edited in Photoshop that much. I don't think so. Um, and I have no issue with that, you know? Really, this photo kind of looks like it could be like really editorial. Like put this photo in black and white and bam, you got like an editorial for, you know, page 6 of Vogue or something, you know? This photo could be really editorial in that way, you know, really edgy. You know, just put it in black and white and you good. Um, I also like it kind of gives you more to look at in the photo too, because now I'm kind of analyzing her body a bit more, you know. And again, the pose could be better, but it's definitely a huge step in the right direction. For me personally, the better photo is the promotional photo. And for me, it's a better photo because we can see her body much better in the photo. We can see her face much better in the photo. The view looks much better in the photo. Like overall, this photo is a vast improvement, you know? In all honesty, this should have been the single cover. This should have been the single cover, and the single cover should have been the promotional photo. So I think that, personally, I think that Rina's team dropped the ball. You know, I think that they didn't do their job. Someone like either Rina or her team, it's like somebody should have caught this and just said, hey, let's switch this out, you know. But perhaps maybe they just see things a little differently than I do. Who knows? Who knows? But feel free to let me know what you guys think. Feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to give me a thumbs up. Your feedback and support are extremely appreciated and extremely valued. Until the next photo analysis, adios and goodbye for now.